Hello cousins, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Big Mama Cooks and I have an Instagram page where I post recipes all the time at Big Mama Cooks _. Today is video number 5 of Soup Saturdays and I am showing you how to make white bean and ham soup. This is a yummy and easy recipe. Let's get right to it. This is a quick showing of all of the ingredients I will be utilizing to make this soup. Please note, all of the ingredients will be listed in the bottom bar and I will also be mentioning them as I add them into the soup and we create this recipe. Now, in a large pot on medium-high heat, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons and I'm going to add in all of my vegetables and stir fry them. Here we have some onions, garlic, red bell peppers, and celery. I leave the celeries in large pieces because then it makes it easier to pull out the celery later when the celery has released all of its necessary flavors. But that's a preference of mine. You can leave your celery in. For this soup, I am going to be using 2 ham steaks. I found these in my local supermarket in the freezer section, and I'm going to be dicing up my ham and adding this to the soup along with my 2 cans of drained white beans. Remember to drain your beans. I am also going to be adding in 2 pieces of Auyama or Calabaza or pumpkin. But if you find butternut squash, please feel free to add in a couple pieces of butternut squash because it's all going to give the same effect of that orangey, thick, slightly sweet, delicious soup. Let's mix that up really well together, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 bay leaves. I'm just going to toss that in and follow up with 3 cups of chicken broth. I always like to use chicken broth reduced sodium or lower in sodium because it allows me to manipulate the salt levels later on. Next, I'm going to add in 3 cups of water. So I did 3 cups of chicken broth and an equal 3 cups of water, and then I'm going to go in and add in 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and I'm going to mix this up really well. Next, I am going to raise the flame to high. So we're going from medium-high heat, so now we're going to raise it up to high heat, and I'm going to cover my pot for 10 minutes. Set a timer. When we come back at the end of those 10 minutes, our pumpkin or butternut squash or calabaza or auyama, however you'd like to call it, has released this wonderful color and is starting to break down. Do you see how small the pieces are getting? Oh, this is glorious. We are about 20 minutes from being done. So I tasted my broth and I realized that I was a little under salt, and I went in and added 1 chicken bouillon cube. This did not turn my soup salty at all. Again, I use reduced sodium chicken broth for this exact reason, and this was perfect. So I went ahead and I lowered my flame to low and I covered my pot for 20 minutes to let it simmer so all of the flavors can marry. When I returned at the end of those 20 minutes, oh, my soup is perfection. I am going to pull all of the large pieces of vegetables, especially the celery that I don't like in here, and my bay leaf. Once I've pulled out all of the veggies, we are now ready to serve our soup. Cousin, in about 35 minutes, we made white bean and ham soup. If you like white Dominican beans guisado, you're going to love this soup. Sop it up with a piece of bread. This is absolutely delicious and perfect for a cold day. Thank you for watching. See you again next time, cousins.